That's how we're gonna start this one. Hello. I am CJ.
This is Ace.
And this is Jess.
And welcome to
The pre-show.
Another episode of Anime Anonymous. But yeah, before this, we were talking about like just different things that we liked, and how eventually we will be doing like a pre-show of all the foolishness that we talk about before recording. But
yeah, this time was about cereal. We went all the way back to the childhood favorites, to the teenage, and then current.
And then Ace over here just moves the mic.
Yeah, right when I'm starting, he's just like, I'll just scoot this over a little bit.
It's in the middle.
This is like the perfect anime for this BS to be on, because it's just a stupid anime. But anyway, let's get into that. So this week was Jess's recommendation, and it is Bofuri. What's the full one? Because I always just call it Bofuri.
It is, I don't want to get hurt, so I'll max out my defense.
Yeah.
That she did.
Yeah, this was 12 episodes, and it came out in 2020, what month?
Aired January 2020.
Okay. Oh, cool. So it's a 3-year lag, because this will be having a season 2. It's
Which
coming
I am
out.
excited for.
Yeah. No, anybody who's not excited for this is just kind of weird, in my opinion. But hey, if you disagree with that, 100% hit us up on Twitter, Instagram.
Audience.
Yeah, all those.
And TikTok.
Yes,
oh,
on
and
TikTok.
TikTok.
See, you can tell who's running the TikTok.
Hey, our TikTok's I'm getting better.
Yes, you are.
Hey, it was jumping.
You are doing very, very good. But yeah, we are always down to hear people's recommendations, thoughts on anything we've done, etc. But yeah, we're all looking forward to season 2 on this. So it kind of gives you a thought process on how this episode's gonna go. So Bofuri, a quick synopsis of this, honestly, this is one of those episodic animes, right? There's a general story, because this is about an MMORPG that you can kind of go into. Sword Art kind of started that, right? There are a lot of animes that came out after Sword Art and Log Horizon about going into a game. This one, though, you're not getting trapped in. This is just a friend bringing in her other friend, which is Maple in game, into this, and just realistically, the title tells you she didn't want to get hurt, so
she maxed out her defense.
Unlike a normal gamer who kind of spreads everything around, unless you're doing strength builds, you do a little bit of strength, agility, etc. Nah. All defense. Everything's in defense.
She could at least put 1 point into the other stuff.
Nope. She didn't even have 1 in agility, so when people are walking, they look like they're sprinting.
Right. She's like, wait.
But yeah, no. So we can jump into it, because again, it's a very cut and dry kind of anime, right? I call this the meme of game animes. Just like Konosuba is the meme of isekai animes. It just makes fun of all the isekai animes. This one does. Yeah, this one makes fun of all those gaming animes.
And they literally had almost every single game.
Yeah.
From Gundam to...
Yeah, freaking Gundam. Yeah.
Literally anything that you can think of in a game is in this anime. It is hilarious.
Yeah, it's definitely enjoyable. It is one of those animes. It's in the same tier for me as Misfit Demon King, right? It's just an enjoyable watch. There's so much just stupidity in it. At least in Misfit, you knew he was OD just because of who he was. She is just randomly OD. And
right.
To the point the developers are like, what the heck is up with this person? It's just it's funny. I'm trying to think my question, maybe you guys will all say this, the same person, but who is your favorite character in this?
You want me to
Yeah,
go first?
yeah,
Maple.
whoever.
Maple is so enjoyable. Like
Maple all day. I mean, the poor girl like acts like she's never played a video game before in her life, and then while she gets a new skill, she's like, "Oh, cool," and like the whole little calculations that she does.
in the beginning,
like, oh, okay.
it doubles my points.
It doubles
She was
my
like, "So now I'm at."
Yeah.
But then when she gets like a new whole thing, she's like, "What the heck is happening? I don't know what to do."
Mm-hmm. No, I really enjoyed this one.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like Sally, her friend, is good, but yeah, no, like Maple's just ridiculous, right?
No, but Sally's
Sally's good
up
too.
the pace kind of quickly.
Yeah, because Sally, if I remember correctly, did like an agility kind of build because she's kind of like an assassin. No,
Yeah.
Sally's cool too, and like,
And I'm a big fan of the dual wielding. I love all characters
she
with the
was
dual
good
wields.
with that.
Yeah, that's my favorite type of build.
And she was so funny too. Like she was such a good friend. And then when like the other team asked, like, "Hey, do you know what Maple's like stats are?" She's like, "I do, but you can totally ask her, and she would totally tell you."
Right.
Like I'm like, that's a friend. That's a friend right there.
yeah, like like Maple just starts getting surrounded by just weirdos. Like you meet the sisters later. They're just like
Bruh.
100%
We
strength.
maxed out strength.
Yeah, like what the heck? And then Maple's just like, yeah, let
I know
me
what
and
you
you
mean.
guys come together. Ultimate defense, ultimate attack.
But I think they were I wanted to say they were the best team, but then I do like Sally and Maple better together.
Yeah,
They
Sally
were
and
a
Maple
great
was really
team.
cool. Like especially when they took on that
Underwater
one
fish
boss.
thing.
Yeah.
They took on the octopus together.
Yeah, and then they took on that like deer-like
Yeah.
as well.
And that
That's
second
when
time.
that's when Maple passed out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Sally went like all in, like she just destroyed
Yeah,
that
she
thing.
And then
went
the deer
full
round
assassin.
two?
Yeah.
When Sally just soloed it.
Oh yeah.
That
Yeah.
was tough.
Yeah, no, that was cool. There's just a lot of different set pieces in this anime that are just enjoyable. But like even seeing Maple just grow as a gamer, granted, again, her stats are stupid if you look at it at like any normal person. Like even glass cannons, right? Like if you're not a gamer, you'd still probably enjoy this anime because it's just comedy, right? Like
I did. I'm not a gamer.
yeah, exactly. Well, you want to get into gaming.
I
though.
do,
That's
yes,
different.
but like I would be Maple in the game. Like
Yeah,
I
and
would.
You're gonna have to
be
work on
judging
her
you.
with that, yeah.
And I'd be Sally. I'd be Sally. Sally's like, you did what? Okay, all right.
Like you just go walking by me. Why are you walking so slow? I'm like, I put everything in this category. Was I not supposed to do
I
that?
want her to play League just one
Oh
time
my
and just see
Lord.
what she chooses.
That will just be a murder fest. She's just gonna be like, what do I? Yeah, she's gonna build like
Oh,
tank
demons.
items
No
on like an
boots.
assassin, bro. Like, she's gonna be out there Master Yi with like a freaking shield, bro. I can't. Like,
At least you'll have movement speed with Q.
I can't.
That's literally Maple's her kit is literally Master Yi.
Yeah, like it's like even if you're not into gaming, like it's still enjoyable. It's just like, but if you are into it, it's just another tier of just funny.
Yeah.
Because you're thinking about it, like, why the heck would you do this? Like, this shouldn't work.
Right.
And like every time, I will say some of her boosts that she does get, I could definitely see happening because I am one of those people that I like to explore. So like when she got the angel power, right? Because she was like randomly walking down an alley and she ran into this NPC that nobody's ever run into, right? That she did the quest
5 times.
and
Or 4 times.
yeah, however many times, and then she gets this power up that like converts her skills into this other one. Like, oh, I give basically everybody else defense and heal them. Like it's like
Yeah, like perfect.
so
for her.
so you're the perfect support healer. Bet. Oh, but you're also the best frontline ever.
Right.
Okay. And then like what you said earlier, Gundam. Like she just randomly falls
Bro,
down.
when she fell into that, So I already seen this prior to.
Yeah, the only one it was fresh for was Jess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this was enjoyable as a rewatch for me. And when she fell down to that little mech world and first one-shots that first robot, and then he gives her a power-up. Then he turns into this super souped-up
It's like a Time
robot.
Lord
Yeah.
freaking BS.
And then she whoops him, too, after turning into the Mecha Gundams. I'm like, what am I watching now? This is not even the same show. But, I mean, they made it work, I guess.
Yeah.
They kept it consistent.
It was just funny because, like, this is supposed to be an outlandish anime. Like, even the game creators,
right.
like, at first the game creators, like, we gotta nerf this chick. Like, what the heck? Because, like, the first...
They did nerf her.
They did! Yeah, they did. They put a whole nerf on, like, her shield. Like,
yeah, and how many times she can use Devour.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like...
was it, like, 5 times? Or
It was
10
10,
times?
10.
Okay. I was
But I was still like...
That's still a lot, though. Like,
why nerf her? Like, let her rock, bro.
Yeah.
Let everybody else just get better.
Yeah.
Like, she's playing the game.
Well,
like,
that's the thing. That's the thing. They, like, trying to nerf her. She still gets overpowered. So then they just start ignoring her.
Right.
Like, there's one developer, like, bro, what the heck is going on over here with Maple? And the other two are like, wow, this game is so pretty over here. They're like, he's like, no, seriously, what about Maple? Yeah, it's amazing over here.
Who are those creatures? What are they?
Those are the developers.
Oh,
That's their, like, in-game, like,
Avatar.
avatars.
Oh, yeah,
right?
Yeah, they look like little bunnies.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Exactly.
They look like little bunnies. And I love the little dragon that did all the events.
Oh,
You know, you
yeah.
just pop in and they look
That's
like
like
yeah,
a fairy
yeah.
tale trope. I
Yeah.
feel like.
Yeah.
I was like,
Or
what's
it's
this?
kind of like a Mario Kart, the
Yep.
flying turtle, which again, syrup, the
Yeah,
turtle, that
maple
she gets,
syrup. I was like,
yeah,
check
yeah.
mark. That
Yeah.
literally was perfect.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm gonna name you syrup. All right, bro. Okay.
Maple tree, maple
Yeah,
syrup.
Maple
like,
Tree
yeah.
Guild.
Yeah.
I was like, this was built for you.
And then she's flying on a big freaking turtle.
When she did the quest with the mom, and her dialogue went all jacked up because she was flying over the hard part of the quest.
Oh, yeah. She was like, oh, I guess this was supposed to be a little harder. I'm
Oh,
like,
thank you so much, Knight. And she's like, I did nothing.
Yeah.
I did nothing. And then he zoomed down to the bottom, and there's all these monsters in the floor.
I was like, she's breaking the game. She's breaking the game.
But like, it was funny even off rip because like she falls asleep in the game, right? When she first
Right.
gets in. And then she wakes up and she just has these little monsters biting her and all
And
this
she's
stuff.
getting power up from that.
Because like she's accidentally been like killing them, like moving or whatever. And then like she's like poison immunity, like
Right.
la da 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 da. And then she goes to like she's like, oh, I'm gonna take the first boss on like by herself, which should be like a slight raid, right? Like
Yeah.
you shouldn't be going in. And then like it's hitting her, she just keeps drinking
Right.
potions, and then, like
I'm just going to time it.
yeah,
I'm
and then,
like, this is not how the game works.
and then she gets complete poison immunity, complete
And
poison.
it's the first time she's in it. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, the exactly.
Like level 10.
Yeah. And then she's
Like,
like
that's-
stabbing it. It's like, oh, this isn't working.
And then eats it.
Yeah, and she like bites it.
And then that's when she gets Hydra, right?
Yeah.
And she eats it?
Yeah, she eats the freaking Hydra, and it's like, oh, you're the first one to ever do this. You get Hydra. It's like,
Right.
what?
And that's when I was like, yep, this is broken. So I'm just going to enjoy it because this makes no sense.
Well, because like you didn't even know what Hydra was. Like at first, like it just says she gets it. You're like,
Right.
oh, okay. And then they have
when she uses it.
yeah, and they have a whole tournament, and this girl is literally just like
Drawing.
sitting somewhere, just drawing
In the
doodles
sand.
on the floor, and people are like, "Ha! Look at this newbie!" And they go try to hit her, and,
Destroyed.
Like, their weapons like,
Like
bend
bounce.
and break and stuff.
She gets hit in the head. She's like, oh, I didn't know I ain't
"What?"
see you there.
She's like, "Oh, you're here," and then like literally, she like runs, but she's moving barely, and like barely taps them with the shield.
And they
They
obliterate.
just die.
And then she had like 40 like magic users literally beaming down on her. She was like, smoke, poison,
Yeah.
all dispersed in the air. All of them are just dying. I'm like,
giant Hydra
she
just
is
pops
hacked.
out of nowhere, bro.
yeah, I was like, she's hacks.
I was just like, what? I remember watching this because I watched this weekly. I was like, what is this anime?
Oh, I
Like,
marathoned it.
Bruh, like this cracked me up. Like, yeah, I've said this about other ones, right? Like, it's a quote unquote dumb anime, but it's so enjoyable, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and it's not even dumb in the sense like it has just horrible writing or anything. It's just, it's a meme. Like, it is making fun of, just like One Punch Man makes fun of like how strong your shonen ones are, right?
Mm-hmm.
One Punch Man is a meme for shonen. This is a meme for games, and like it's just stupid. Like everything that she does is dumb. Like you're just like, how is she this overpowered?
Now, I do want to. All right, what is the name of the best #1 guild? He had the blue armor.
I think his name's Pain.
Pain.
Yeah.
Okay. I wish we had more characterization for him because I'm like, bruh, she's OP. What is your level? What is your stats? Please explain to me how you're able to contest her right now.
Well, the thing is, he's been playing for forever.
I need to know his stats.
Like, they've been saying, like, he's been the #1 in the game for, like, a long time. So the fact that she's even close to him is ridiculous.
She
But,
beat him.
I know, but what I'm saying is, like, when they kept having the rankings, like, her first ever tournament, she's third.
Yeah,
Right.
She's third, and then he's first, and then the
green guy,
the
yeah.
green.
Oh,
Robin
the
Hood
assassin?
looking like-
The
yeah.
assassin dude. What
Robin
was
Hood
his
looking dude.
name? Dread.
Dread. Yeah.
Dread.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like that's why they're like her scaling. Like that's the thing. Her scaling on all her items and stuff is super high.
Yeah.
Because like you have that. So in Smite, anybody who plays Smite, there is a shield on Smite called Glad Shield. And that's basically what she has just on crack. Because Glad Shield takes a portion of all your defense and turns it into damage.
Okay.
So if you build full defense, like King Arthur was like the dude for Glad Shield, you could be full defense, barely have attack, and you're hitting people for like 800. Like, and it's stupid. They nerfed Glad Shield because they're like, this is stupid, and people still build it, and they're like, how? How are you doing this much damage to me off of an item? That's what pisses people off. That's exactly what she has. But
and
then,
it pissed a lot of people off.
yeah, it pisses everybody off. But the thing also you see is she grows as a gamer, right? Because she realizes these different forms have different perks. So she gets the white shield, right?
Right.
Because she's like, oh, this makes more sense for my angel form or whatever.
Yeah.
And and then she gets rid of the shields for the mech form, right? Which again takes her defense and turns it into attack. Like it's broken. She is a hacked character, and no matter how they try to nerf her,
she'll figure out a way.
Bro, she is like the opposite of freaking Diva. Like every time you like Diva in Overwatch, she's always like nerf this. That is Maple.
Yeah.
Like Maple is like the epitome of Diva. Like if you try to nerf me, I'm still gonna break just everything.
Mm-hmm.
But like, yeah, this is just a funny freaking anime.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any scenes that are your favorite or stood out?
I'm trying to think. I mean, there's some obvious ones. I mean, the last scene is hilarious, but I'll let Jess go first.
Trying to think of one. I mean, there's just so many. I was just cracking up the whole freaking time. I did like the part where it was like towards the end. It was like the last battle or whatever, and she's just walking with the two twins, and they're like, "So how many traps do we have for just her that will work on just her?" The guy goes, 3. And I'm like, you like Maple's been in the game for a while now. Why did you only make 3? And then it finally got her, and he's all celebrating, and then the twins are like, boom, boom, and she's just walking with her two little whatever those things were next to her, and I'm just like, okay, come on now. I'm smart enough to know that all those traps should have stopped at least her.
Dope.
Like even I think her name was Misery, the little like health person on that guild, like the little angel.
Which
She had big tits.
Yes.
Which one was
yes, her name is Misery. Good job.
Good job. Okay.
She-
On the Fire Emblem
She
side.
had big tits.
She was the only game character that I saw with big tits. So I thought that would help you all.
Well, I was thinking on Maple's team. I'm like,
No.
remember
This
that?
is
Yeah.
on
Once
the-
I saw the picture.
With the trap dude.
Yeah, this was is that the Fire Guild?
Yep, the Fire.
Yeah,
Guild,
fire
yep.
with Mil.
Me.
Me?
No.
Oh yeah, me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Me was adorable too. Anytime she would
I liked her kid
when
too.
she would get lose, she'd have like this whole mental breakdown, and then she's like, I gotta stand up for my team. But like her inner monologue is always adorable. So like she's like second favorite. Like even though she's in it a decent amount of times, but like anytime her little inner monologue goes off, I'm just like, she is so cute.
Yeah, because on the outside, she's like this really good, powerful leader. And then, like, you go into her little head and she's like, I don't know if I did this right.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know if I did this right.
Yeah.
Who's your first and second favorite?
My first and second favorite?
Well, you said Maple's first.
Maple's first.
Who's your second?
Where?
I like Kasumi too, the samurai, like
Which
with
one?
the long sword.
Oh yeah.
She was sick. I liked.
I wanted her to get more
I liked
strings
her.
on.
Yeah, but I loved her ability. Like when she fights the other dude, like who like does his split sword or whatever.
Oh yeah.
That was a nice fight.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think mine would have to be the twins. The twins cracked me up a lot.
The twins.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Okay.
twins were funny.
The twins. So that's you and
May.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about, who's your second?
Sally.
Sally?
You guys
Sally,
already
yeah,
did. Yeah. Like
Sally's-
the dual wielding, like any character that's a dual wielder,
Yeah.
probably gonna be top one or
I mean,
top
she
two.
was going off though. Like,
Yeah.
Again, Sally started kind of late too, and she was going against Dredd, who's
Yeah.
like the top assassin as well, right? Like,
Their
Put in work. Yeah.
battle was awesome.
yeah,
He was like,
And
"Oh, you have speed too," and she's like, "Mm-hmm." And then I guess she dodged something that he thought she like couldn't.
Yeah.
And she's like,
He's like,
I got
oh.
more up my sleeve. I'm like,
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
shoot!
Her that battle, and then the battle with the other girl who had the super speed. The one that helped Frederica.
yeah.
What is it?
Frederica.
Frederica. Yeah, that battle.
Yeah, when
was-
she finessed them,
Yeah.
Frederica's like, "Oh snap!
Oh, yeah,
She's stronger than I thought."
Yeah, and they started blitzing. I'm like, I
Yeah.
am here for it. Yes.
Yeah.
So Sally's definitely my second
And
favorite.
then Sally has the fox, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I was like, she did her kit probably exactly how I would do mine.
The Sally reminds me of, if anybody reads manhwa, or no, this is a Chinese manga. Sally reminds me of the main character from this Chinese manga that I read called "The Game I Came From," or "The Game I Come From." I think that's the name. The main character is an assassin, and he blitzes, and they're like, "Yo, there's no way I could do what he does," because his reaction time is insane. Because like it's inside a game, right?
That's
but
all.
like that's it. But like
I will be reading
his
this.
the way he's so connected to the game that like his mental thinking, it's like he does stuff without thinking.
So
right?
he's like
And-
wired into the game.
yeah,
Almost.
basically. Like, there's certain people who can do that, and they have a term for it, but, like, it's, like, a very low percentage of people can actually do that, and you can actually level it up, which is funny.
Okay.
So, like, he goes through this whole, basically, kind of training arc where he's leveling it up without actually realizing I'm leveling it up until, like, he then realizes, he's like, wait, I've gotten faster. And you're just like, oh, okay. Like, Sally reminds me of, like, an anime version of him.
Okay,
right?
okay.
Because
I'm gonna check it out.
Because she's doing stuff that people are like, as an assassin, like, you should not be able to do that. Like, I'm the assassin of assassins. Why are you faster than me?
Right.
Like,
Yeah, and I think I like assassins even in like League of Legends. Fizz, any League players, Fizz is my favorite assassin, my favorite champion. So yeah, Sally's probably going to always be my go-to. Maple was just so enjoyable to just see the crazy and stupid progression that she was having. Like, the other scene that stood out to me was that creature lizard thing. She
turns into?
Yeah, that little dinosaur, four-armed dinosaur thing. Yes. I forget what she calls it.
Yeah, I think it's like oh man, I can't remember the term for it, but like it has a certain.
She
term.
pretty much turns into Godzilla and puts in work.
Looks like Godzilla.
And then literally, her teammates, they have this ability called clone, and they literally clone and mirror and make like a whole army of Godzillas. And it's just walking through the explosions in the end of the show. I'm like, bruh.
That's why I wasn't going to say anything. But that's the scene that I'm thinking of. Or that's when you said, like, funny scenes. Because it's like, first of all, she pulls that out on Payne. And Payne's like, I completely lost. He's like, that's it. And then, they're just flying on syrup. And you just see all these Godzillas just, like, shooting beam cannons out of their mouth. Just blowing up every other team. And you're just like, what is this?
The meeting afterwards where they're all sitting down back in like little base where the
in Maple Tree?
Yeah, in the Maple and they're just like, well, we just showed our 2 trump cards and we still have 3 days left in this event. What are we gonna do? And she's like, and Maple goes, well, I can only transform 1 a day, so I think I'm gonna stay this way.
Smart too. Yeah, that was
for the
smart.
rest of the day.
And then my girl Sally, she comes up with the plan of, so we're just gonna wipe out every other team that is trying to catch up to us, so then we stay in the top 10, and then we all get the reward. Literally works. She starts wiping out everybody except for the top 2 guilds. But they had the same idea, like, we're going to wipe out all the small fries so they can up there improve and increase their rank. And then everybody stays in their place, top 10. They end up getting 3rd place for all spoilers. But, yeah, y'all will enjoy it.
For a very small guild. They were a very small guild.
Were they under 10?
Yeah.
Yeah. That Atrocity. That's the name.
Atrocity, yes. Yeah. When she turns into Atrocity, and you guys will remember that creature, that thing was beast mode. Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, it's just a whole bunch of foolishness, but like in the best sense of that word.
Yeah. So, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, it's like I wanted to point out because I know CJ talks about music and how in every episode there wasn't a lot of dialogue, but like when they're going through the whole game, there's like this really nice background music. I really enjoyed that, and the art style alone is just adorable. It's like really good. I got a lot of like Sword Art Online like vibes, but this is 10 times better than Sword Art Online.
Yeah, and I really like SAO, and I definitely agree with you on it. And I'm an SAO fanboy for sure.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Like because we did bring it up before, right? Like I liked SAO for what it was, but like the main character
Kirito.
Yeah, he's one of my least favorite ones because he's so bland. Right, and I know why they did it. They made him very bland so that anybody could relate to him.
Oh, okay.
But that's not what I like. I like characters with character, right? So it's like the only times I did like it is when he was fighting, right? Because
that was my favorite part.
Anime sequences for it were really good. But outside of that, he is so boring. Like if he's not in a fight, I think that's why they're like, yo. I think that's why they tried to do Alicization, like give him a whole story, whatever. Even then, I didn't like it.
Yeah, I didn't like Alicization. I like the original. But to piggyback off what you're saying with the music, that literally made it so like you're engulfed into the anime. Like I never like worried about it's the 12 episode anime. Oh, I got 1 more. I got 2 more. I was literally like next, and I was like enjoying it with no hesitation, no stopping.
What?
That's funny. You know, I said Misfit Demon. The studio made Misfit Demon. That's why it felt similar. That makes so much sense to me.
Nah, that works. Now I do have another question for you guys.
Yes.
What character do you not like or least favorite? If you can think.
I don't know. I mean, there wasn't really like
there wasn't one that I just wanted to kill all the time.
Right.
There was.
That was a hard one because I couldn't think of it. That's why I asked.
I know. No.
Oh snap! They made the world's finest assassin as well.
I enjoyed that.
That was a good. Okay, that kind of makes sense because color is huge in World's Finest Assassin, and there's a lot of color in this one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd
Out
probably
of the team, I don't really have one.
I'd probably say maybe the sword dude that went against the samurai chick. There wasn't
the one
many...
that had the split sword.
Yeah,
yeah. I was like, I don't
just
really
because
like
I don't know, he was just kind of annoying.
Yeah.
And he was full of himself, but there weren't that many like unlikable characters that I can really think of.
Very enjoyable from start to finish.
Yeah.
And it sucks. Like this was so good that like I want it to be longer, but it's like I want you guys to watch it. Like I want you guys to just enjoy this. We have pretty much spoiled as much as you need.
But like that's the thing. Like there's so much. Even though we've talked about a lot of points, right? Like there's so many parts in this anime that are just like funny, right?
Yeah.
And have like it lives up to its different tags because it's like supernatural, sci-fi, action, adventure, comedy. Like it does hit all of them.
Yeah.
Like it does. So yeah, but it's just all in all a really good watch, right?
Yeah.
It's something that you can just put on and just kind of turn your brain off and enjoy. Like it's not super deep, but it's also not just a trash anime. Like like it's good, like, and it's funny. Like yeah, it's just enjoyable, right?
So do y'all want to do rating?
We can.
Yeah. Unless anybody has anything else, we can jump into ratings.
Well, I guess I'll start off.
Go ahead, there, bud.
So, one of the websites, they had it ranked at, and I just want to confirm, they had it ranked at a 7.55.
Good old My Anime List.
Yeah, and I'm like, maybe because it was 500,000 people that watched it. Maybe that's why it's like a little bit lower than what I would put it. But pretty much 500,000 people seen it and rated it. I'm gonna give it an 8.5, and I think I'm giving it that high because I just thoroughly enjoyed it. I am a gamer / retired gamer / still interested in gaming, so I enjoyed that aspect. And then I just love MMO RPG type games where you're like in there, you're leveling up, you're with your friends, you're battling, the fights are like amazing, the music makes you engulfed in it, and you just have fun just building the character that you love. So yeah, I'm gonna give it an 8.5. Okay. Everything about the anime was super easy, simple, and kind of like just an easy watch. And I rewatched it, and I still feel the same way I watched it the first time. So I'm gonna give it a solid 8.5.
Okay, I'll go next. I'll probably give this a 9. Excuse me.
What the heck was that? Was that like a hiccup burp? What was that? This my gosh, this episode just all over the place.
Please keep in mind, I am pretty pregnant right now, so okay.
I literally was trying to figure out like, do I say bless you or do I just let it rock? I was gonna let it rock. CJ was like, "No, I'm gonna call her out."
What the hell just happened?
Woo. Anywho, and the only reason why I'm giving it a 9 and not a 10 is because I really wish that they expanded more on some of these like higher like characters. Like it was like one that really, it didn't have like a story. It didn't have like, I mean, they built up and focused mainly on Maple and like her team, but I wish they kind of went with like more of like the other characters like backstory too. I think that would have helped me a little bit more. But it's a 9 because I laughed the whole time and it was enjoyable. So
Nice.
All right.
Hopefully I don't make that noise again, guys.
No. It's not that much longer.
So I'm gonna go with this is an 8 for me. And let's say a very high 8 because very enjoyable. I'd watch it again. Jess and I have a friend, Steven, who basically only watches anime off of his list when he's with us. So like this would easily be one that we would watch together, right? Like very enjoyable, very funny. Just again, like I said, you can turn off your brain and just have fun. Okay. Yeah, you guys are killing it. You guys are killing it today. Leaving all of this in. There is no editing.
Hey, no editing. I'm here for it.
Editing.
Yeah,
No
I'm here for it.
Editing. But like, yeah, it's just enjoyable, right? The reason it's not a 9 or a 10 is like realistically, like putting all your skills into one thing is just not good. Like that's just not a good mindset. That is, everybody has a point in their team that you do, right? Like, and you should always kind of spread it out, right? But it's just like, also, she's only technically good because she randomly runs into like these overpowered situations that, again, like you think about, wouldn't it really happen? Plus, there were some episodes where it was kind of like a drag for me, like the one where they have like 3-day tournament or whatever. Just the sequences between it, I was like, I don't know, like I don't think it was really needed. I know they were trying to like show different parts of the game and etc. But I was just like, I don't really need this. Would I skip all of that episode? No, but that'd probably be like a 1.5 episode, right? Like
that's slow, but okay.
No, like 1.5 speed.
Oh, okay.
Like
I was about to say, wait,
yeah,
what?
I'm like 1.5 out of 10.
I would fly through that one because it was like their version of a filler.
Yeah,
in my sense. So I didn't really need it. But I would recommend this to a lot of people because, again, I've said it a lot of times. It's enjoyable. It's a good, fun watch. But yeah, so I'm going to rank that, as I said, an 8.
Okay, so
that
we got
is
a
8.5 for you.
And a 9.
And then a 9.
So that averages to an 8.5?
Yeah, basically right at an 8.5. And then, back-to-back weeks, Jess has another recommendation for us. Next week is going to be a movie.
Yes, it's called Blue Thermal. It came out this year in March. They're like college kids, but basically it's a tomboy, and she is in between about her romantic prospects and playing sports, But apparently she crashes a glider in the aviation club, and now has to pay off the debt in the aviation club.
Gotcha.
So it's her like little bring up. That's the synopsis of it. So we'll see. We'll see what it is. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't watch a trailer. I just read the synopsis. I was like, I could probably relate to this chick. So we'll try it.
All right.
Yeah. So that will be next week.
Blue Thermal.
Yeah, Blue Thermal. And it's Netflix, right?
It was on Google. So...
Okay, so we'll figure it out.
Okay.
We'll figure that out.
We'll figure out where we can watch it. But yeah, until then, I am CJ.
I'm Ace.
And this is Jess.
And we will catch you next AA meeting.